goodness. Look who it is. Wow, long time no see. Well, hey, stranger, it's good to see you. Do you mind if I sit down? Oh my goodness, it was such a surprise to find out just today that you were coming in. Well, how are you? You look the same. You look exactly the same, like you haven't changed a bit. Oh my gosh. Am I uncomfortable? No, of course not. Why would I be uncomfortable? I mean, we're adults. We can be civil. I mean, it's not like I have any reason to be uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable? Well, no, I'm not saying you have a reason to be, although you totally do. I'm sorry, what? No, I broke up with you. Okay, was it just going to get serious right here off the bat? Let's not dive into nastiness. That's not what we're here for today. We're here to clean those teeth of yours. So, well, I have to ask, what brought you here? I mean, weren't you going to see Dr. Benson? She was a little too weird for you. Yeah, we hear that a lot. Yeah, did she try to hug you before you left? Yeah, what is that about? Why did she do that? My hair? This. I just decided to make a change, so I just went platinum with it. I was feeling like this for a while. What's that, Violet? No, I did not change my hair. No, it's been like this for a while. Remember? It's been like this for a while. Yeah, see, Violet agrees. Violet agrees. No, you know what, Violet? I'm going to have a little conversation with him. Let me handle the cleaning. How about that? Would you be uncomfortable with me doing the cleaning instead of Violet? See, normally Violet does it because she's the dental hygienist and I'm the dentist. So she would do the cleaning. And then I would come in and I would give my professional overview, go over the notes that she would make in your chart, which I have here. It's totally blank because you've never been here before. Would you be uncomfortable with me doing that? Because if you're uncomfortable, you're not. And I'm not saying that you have any reason to be uncomfortable, although, there's the past, but we'll leave it in the past. I'm just saying that I want to make sure that this is a good experience for you. You could probably use a break. Poor guy. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? It all happens to you, doesn't it? Bless your heart. Yeah, I know when we dated, it seemed like there was just always something wrong. There's always something. You were so forgetful, like we'd go out to eat and you'd forget your wallet. We'd go to the grocery store and you'd forget to pay and your truck would break down and suddenly you had no money in the bank. And forget. You poor thing. Well, if you're sure you're okay with it, we'll go ahead and start. Violet, push back that root canal, okay? Just give him a free container of gas and tell him to have fun. Tell him to go in there and huff and have a ball. Yeah, I'll be in there later. Okay. Well, it looks like it's just you and me now. So tell me, all right, now you were going to see Dr. Benson. That's basically all I have in your chart. Oh, it looks like you moved. When did you move out there? You're living on Hilldale now? That's what it says here. Oh, very nice. You must be doing very well for yourself to be living out there. That's a swanky neighborhood. Yeah, it kind of backs up to mine. I'm right on the golf course. Oh, that's okay. We can't all live that close. Oh my gosh. So what are you doing now? District manager? That's fantastic. Yes. I'm very happy for you. Yes. And it's wonderful to see you again. All right. So now open up for a moment. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to look. I'm seeing gingivitis down here. Now you have to be very careful of this area here on the bottom because On the back side, you have salivary glands, and where you have salivary glands, you're more likely to build up plaque. First thing I would tell you is that you need to brush a little bit more, spend a little bit more time on the underside, on the bottom. I'm seeing initially just a lot of buildup there that we're going to have to remove. And we don't have your x-rays or records from Dr. Benson, so basically we're starting from zero. Now, do you intend on continuing to come here, or are you gonna just go somewhere else because this is way too awkward for you? It's not awkward. Okay, all right. No, I'm fine. I'm personally either way. I'm totally fine either way. Doesn't matter to me at all. Okay, well, let me show you what we're going to be working with here. And then I have a few more questions for you, though. I had Violet bring out some special equipment for you. Now, I understand that you're a little bit shy about the water pick that we use, the water-powered pick. You don't like that. Yeah, does it hurt? Do you have nerve pains? Don't you hate it when someone touches a nerve and they just keep jabbing at it and jabbing, knowing that it drives you insane until you blow up and then they call you psycho? But no one examines what caused you to blow up? That's always fun. I remember those good times with you. So here we have, this is a dental pick here. This is one of the plastic ones. I'm going to get a little closer to you now. You can see here the little piece of dental floss that's here. Now, we can use this to floss. I'm going to have to floss between your teeth after we scrape away all the plaque and rinse it away and use the suction to remove all the stuff. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff. When was your last dental cleaning, if I may ask? I mean, normally that would be kind of a nosy question, but I'm just going to forget the fact that we used to date. You don't remember. Well, from looking here, it's like looking at the rings on a tree. I'm guessing it's been at least a year, which, you know, I can understand not wanting to see Dr. Benson, but truly, to go that long without picking another dentist is, quite frankly, very irresponsible, but, you know, I know how you are with commitment, so it doesn't surprise me. So we can use this, and on the end, you will see a little plastic pick. Now, you could use that to get little areas. And we also have some metal tools here that I had Violet bring me. Oh, they're totally sanitary. Of course, I would never dig around in your mouth with unsanitary tools that could possibly cause sepsis or death. Wouldn't that be terrible? If you were to die a prolonged, painful death, I'd be so sad. Look at this. I know how much you like to look at yourself, so I have you your own little mirror. Look, you can admire yourself one section at a time, but it's very warped and distorted, kind of like your ego. This is going to be your mirror I'm going to use. No, unfortunately, I can't let you hold it the whole time and gaze at yourself adoringly. I have to use it to see different angles and perspectives in your mouth that I can't see without sticking my whole head in your mouth. You probably wouldn't like that very much. Most of us don't like unpleasant things in our mouths. Look at this pick. This is a metal pick. It is very sharp. We also have this end. This one is nice because it's angled slightly and it allows you to get into little tight places. Just right in between there. Yes, I really look forward to stabbing you repeatedly. We have this one as well. Now, dentists have all kinds of tools, all kinds of jobs. Look at this one. This one is the sharpest one I have. You have to be very careful because if there's just one little slip, oops, I've stabbed you and then you're bleeding uncontrollably. And then there's this little end right here that's just kind of just hooked like that. And it really depends on the contours and the surfaces that you're working with and the little nooks and crannies in your mouth. Because everyone's mouth is different. It's kind of like fingerprints. The shape and structure of all the mouths is totally different. Yes, oh, I tell you, I've really enjoyed seeing you today. Wow, it's really taking me back. I remember the days when we used to date and I was so insecure and naive. You cured me of that, so I at least can thank you for that. I'm nowhere near as naive and gullible as I used to be, and I'm not a doormat anymore, so I have to thank you for that at least. You're a very giving person. Yes, you give grief, you give guilt, you give shame. You're just like the giving tree, only toxic. Now I want to do a preliminary examination. Did Dr. Benson ever do the sublingual exam? I didn't know if she did that or not. It's optional. I think it's important though. I also want to feel your neck right here. Not because I actually want to touch you or anything. It's nothing personal. I would do this no matter who you were. Even though, you know, if I have my hands here, you're going to have to be very trusting that all I do is gently touch here and not choke the life out of your body. All right, now just look back. I'm going to take my fingers. I'm going to feel right here. And I'm just feeling your lymph nodes, okay? This one is feels a little swollen right there. Oh, no, this one is the same. Remember that time you pierced your own ear and it got infected and you insisted that it was fine and it was really gross and I had to drive you to the doctor because you claimed you were seeing unicorns in the bathroom? Good times. Okay, well, I guess... Can you just tip your head back a little bit more? Okay, I guess that's all right. Okay, you could bring your head back down. Now, I want to look under your tongue. And we look here for oral cancer. We're just looking for indications of any kind of throat cancer, you know, any kind of oral cancer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this paper. It's like a little napkin. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to hold your tongue with it and then hold it up. It's a little awkward. It feels a little weird. But I'm just going to just open your mouth all the way. Now I'm going to hold your tongue and lift it up. And I'm just going to look under here and this side too. Okay, nice and healthy under there. Nice healthy looking gums. Well, at least the area under your tongue looks good. Your gums are actually quite red and inflamed because yes, you have gingivitis. I am afraid to inform you that yes, you indeed do. So we're going to have to do quite a bit of scraping on those gums. Now, are you still as sensitive to pain as you used to be? Or have you toughened up at all since we broke up? You don't know. Okay, I'll try to be easy with you then. All right, well, if you're ready to get started, would you like a drink of water or anything before we begin? Okay, if we were in a restaurant, you'd order the most expensive drink. Sorry, all I have is water. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start on the bottom because that is honestly the worst part. Now I'm going to need you to hold very still. I see that Violet has put the little paper bib around you. How appropriate, you're wearing a bib. Well, in a lot of ways, you never grew up. But not in endearing, charming ways. Open up. Oh, boy. Oh, now I will tell you, my dear, and I mean that in a professional way, as I begin my initial little attempts here, the little baby scrapes, I'm not even scraping much. The blood is flowing freely from your gums. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, you have not been flossing, I can tell, because you have a lot of tartar. Do you know what tartar is? Tartar is plaque that has sat for so long that it just kind of turns into a solid. It starts out kind of gushy and yucky. Oh, it's always yucky, but it hardens, it firms up, and it becomes what we call tartar. You have tons of tartar. That's bad. Well, I suppose if we were still dating, yes, I would have said something to you before. Do you not have anyone in your life to point this kind of stuff out to you, or? Oh, you do? Huh. Me? No, I am. I'm very happily involved. I'm in a committed relationship. I do have a significant other, actually. Hmm. Yes, that is good. It's very good. Thank you for saying that. And it's wonderful that you have a little bit of fluff yourself. Ah. Do you know why gums bleed when you have gingivitis? You ever stop to wonder why that is? That is your body's defense mechanism working to try to keep you healthy. Did you know that? Your body is trying to save you. It's trying to save you from yourself. A lot of people don't know that, actually. My goodness. Well, you are a bad boy. Yeah, see, okay. There's a lot of bacteria in that tartar, and the body fights it by keeping the gums inflamed, and all that blood is there with all the white blood cells and everything to fight infection, and it's ready to rush in if it senses any kind of irritation or a break in the gum, any kind of damage to the gum. That blood comes out to try to protect you from that infection. So your body is having to work extra hard to keep your gums all inflamed and angry all the time, just in case they're attacked or something damages them. I'm going to have to rinse you already. So, okay, I'm going to need you to lean back. Now we're going to grab the water. We're going to grab the water, and then I'm going to get it down in there and see if I can rinse that, and then we're going to suction, okay? Are you doing okay? Are you feeling dizzy or faint or anything? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get the water. Okay, I'm just going to spray. I'm just going to run a little bit of water in here. It's just a little bit. I'm sorry if it splashes a little bit. Okay. Now let's do the suction. Oh, did I get it? Okay, is that all right? Here, let me get that for you. You're always dribbling. I see some things haven't changed. All right, I'm going to take a little look at that if you don't mind. Okay, that looks much better, although you do have a pretty significant amount of bleeding in there. But we're just going to keep going, okay? Are you all right? Good. It's funny because this side of your mouth isn't as bad. It's almost like two halves of the same mouth. Weird. It's almost like if your mouth was two-faced, I would say. Or a split personality or something. If you would just turn this way a little bit. So, you were saying you have somebody, is that right? Oh, no, it's none of my business. I'm just, that's cool. That's good. I think it's good to, have somebody that makes you happy. Does she make you happy? You didn't really answer right away. Well, I know I have stuff in your mouth, but it seems like you would have been a little bit more excited to answer. It just seemed like you were like, uh-huh. Now, I know you have stuff in your mouth and it's hard to talk, but never expected it to stop me, did you? Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to stab you there. Whoops. Let me wipe that little bit of blood off your lip there. Okay. Oh, we're fine. I don't think we need any more suction right now. I think you've had enough suction. Let's keep going. So, where did you two lovebirds meet? Oh, did you now? That's very interesting. That's very funny. Jeffrey and I go to the Howling Frog quite often. He's a promoter. He's a concert promoter. Yes, he is. I've gotten to meet so many famous people. You wouldn't even believe some of the people I've met. I can't even tell you because you wouldn't believe me. You would say there's no way. I live a whole new life right now. I'm telling you, it's like, what is it? We have this young dental hygienist here. She's like half my age. I know, people are so young. She's like 22. And she said, "You've really glowed up. Look how you got your glow up on," or something. I don't know how these people talk. But I took it to be a good thing. I went to try to look it up and then I forgot what she said. And so I had to wait for her to say it again. Apparently it's a good thing. Yeah, apparently it's kind of weird because it must be a coincidence. But right after I broke up with you, yes, I did break up with you. Right after I broke up with you, it was like all of a sudden I felt lighter and happier and I just glowed and everyone was commenting on it about how much I changed. I'm sure it had nothing to do with us breaking up at all. It was probably just a coincidence. But yeah, apparently I glowed up after that. Oh, you noticed I look different? Yeah, I do. I do look quite different. Well, one has to move on. You can't just focus on, bad things in your past all the time. Eventually you have to just feel the feelings and deal with them and move on. Which is exactly what I did after I broke up with you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I'm not going to get into it here with you. It's probably not smart to keep insisting that. Okay. I mean, we are adults and we can be civil with one another, but when you're in this position and I have sharp, stabby things, I really wouldn't keep pushing that little point right there. Well, we've all done things we regret. I'm sure you have. I have, of course. Yeah. I regret not meeting Jeffrey sooner because he is amazing. Oh my gosh, he's so smart and he's so funny and we have so much fun together. It's just amazing, and we don't end up shouting at one another at the end of the night every time we go anywhere, and it's so wonderful. I never knew I could be so happy with a person. It's wonderful. Are you happy for me? Are you really? Are you just saying that? I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you too. Oh yeah, I'm sure your little person is just, I'm sure she's just amazing. So, what does she do? I wish she. That's interesting. Sure. She's a neurosurgeon. Oh, well, that sounds amazing. So, what was the neurosurgeon doing at the Howling Frog? I'm just really kind of. Oh, she's a singer also. Wow, was she performing that night? What is her name? Because Jeffrey, I'm sure Jeffrey knows her because he knows everybody in the entertainment industry. Like literally everyone. Everywhere we go, Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. And I have met so many famous people like rock stars, jazz musicians, comedians, actors. Oh my gosh. It's been like a trip through Fantasy Island or something. So what was her name? I'm sorry, I've never heard of her, which is kind of weird because I know everyone around here who does anything at the Howling Frog. I mean, I'm there a lot. It seems like I would have seen her. What does she look like? Petite and blonde. Well, you're gonna have to narrow it down a lot more than that. Oh, I think I do know her. I think I saw her one night. Does she have kind of that goat throat, kind of warbly wail? You know, like what's her name from Fleetwood Mac? It has that goat throat. Does she sound like that? Oh, bless her heart. I do know her. Oh, my. Oh, I didn't mean it's like, oh, I meant goat throat in a good way. You know, that nice throaty, wobbly voice. I mean, a lot of people like that and think it sounds very deep and soulful. I mean, to me, it just sounds like something in a pasture, but I mean, not her. No, I'm not talking about her in general. No, I'm not talking about her specifically. It's like kind of that goat throat thing. I do know her. Bless her heart. I remember seeing her one night on the stage. She looked a little bloated. Had she gotten some fillers? Because her face looked like an overinflated hot water bottle. Did she get something done to her face? Because it looked very puffy that night. Maybe she's having procedures done. I mean, not that she would need them. I'm sure she's very beautiful and natural light with a filter or two. So she's a neurosurgeon and a singer. Well, my goodness. You really hit pay dirt there, didn't you? So, that must be hard for you, dating someone like that. Well, I mean, maybe not hard. Awkward, maybe? Does she make you feel awkward? Well, I mean, think about it. Think about the money a neurosurgeon makes and the prestige. Oh my goodness. I bet she travels around a lot and, attends seminars and gives speeches, and she does. Oh my goodness. Well, think about all those other doctors that she encounters, and they can talk about things. Okay, raise up a little bit. They can actually, talk shop with one another. I mean, with you. What can she do with you? Sorry. I mean, I know what she can do with you, but, eventually you have to talk to her. What do you talk about with the neurosurgeon? I know. You're misunderstanding me. I got you confused. No, I was not saying that you don't know how to talk to people. I was not saying that at all. But, I mean, a neurosurgeon, seriously, I mean, no offense, but you sell cars. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that either. I would never, ever want to, criticize anyone, but, ooh, look at that. Oh, you have a little boo-boo right here. I'm going to take this end and I'm going to stick it into that filling. Now, you may feel something. Sometimes when you get stuck with things, you feel it. Sometimes you don't. But I'm going to check that filling. I think it might need to be hollowed out and redone. Would you have time for that today? Oh, I don't mind. I have nowhere to be. Hold still. Oh, do you feel that? Does it hurt? It doesn't. Does that hurt? Okay, well, okay, it's sticking in there. We need to redo that filling right there. Yeah. Well, I don't have any x-rays to look at from Dr. Benson, but I'm guessing we have some deterioration in there. Dr. Benson is great, but I'm not a big fan of her fillings. I'm not a big fan of her technique. Yeah, there's some space in there, and I have a feeling there's further decay, and we're going to need to get in there and thoroughly hollow it out and redo it, okay? It'll be really quick. You won't even need any Novocaine. I'm sure you won't, because you're a big, strong man, right? We don't worry about things like that. Oh, it's a little bit of pain. You're a grown man. Don't need to waste any money on Novocaine. I'm a professional, trust me. I can do it, and it won't hurt too bad. It usually doesn't. All right. Let me see. Oh, I'm not going to do it yet. Just a second. Let's do a little bit more rinsing. Hold still. I'm just going to run this. I'm basically just dribbling water. I don't like the spray because it goes everywhere. I just basically keep it on low. And then I want to go back and do a little bit more suction. Just hang on one second. All right, close your mouth on it a little bit. Okay, close your mouth on it. Okay. I'll put that back. All right. Well, we have a lot of the plaque off there. Now, we do have an option when it comes to flossing. I have Gentle Floss here. This is Extra Comfort Dental Floss. It's more like a dental tape. It's a little bit wider. Or we have just the regular Oral-B dental floss. You can see it's more narrow. Now, do you prefer a wider one or a regular wider? That is a good choice, I think. So, I will show you here what it looks like. I'm just going to run some of this out. Just a little length of it. Now I'm going to be manually flossing. And on some of the back teeth, we're going to use this. So you met this brain surgeon songbird at the Howlin' Frog. So how long have you two been dating? 8 months. Oh my goodness, that almost sounds serious. I know better than to ask if you're going to put a ring on it, because you're thinking about it. So isn't that interesting? Of course, I know how you plan to do things, and then it never happens. It's very funny how you are. You've been planning to plan for the longest time. I remember back when we dated. Do you remember when you convinced me to buy that Trailblazer, and I really didn't want it, but you talked me into it because, as much as I hate to admit it, you're a really good salesman. So I bought the Trailblazer, and then you wanted to take it out when you guys were going camping for the weekend. And I said, why do you have to take the Trailblazer? I just got it. It's brand new. It has like 20 miles on it. Oh, no, I'm just going to show it to the guys. It's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen to it. And then you brought it back, and there was a scratch, a big scratch, all the way down the passenger side, starting at the windshield, and goes all the way to the back. You remember that? Remember how you were planning to get that fixed, and you planned and planned and planned to fix it, and then you never did, and then I ended up having to take it elsewhere after I broke up with you to get it fixed because I didn't want to deal with you for a second time, and it cost me like $400 to get it looking right. Yeah, I know how you are. I know how you plan. So if I were the little brain surgeon songbird, I wouldn't really worry about expecting you to get down on bended knee anytime soon. I don't have any anger issues. Honey, I am not angry. I know how things were, and I know how they started. I know how they went, and I know how they ended. So I don't have any questions about anything. I don't have any anger. I'm very aware of what went on. I'm sorry. You know, after we have a phone conversation and you tell me that you're wiped out and you can't come over because you're exhausted from working all day, and then 2 seconds later, after you cancel plans with me, you send me a text saying, "Hey, baby, what's up?" And then you played it off saying you meant to send that to your sister? Yeah, I really appreciate how dumb you thought I was. Nobody calls their sister that. Nobody talks to their sister that way. And then you tried to play it off. That's what really insulted me. Did you pick up on the insult? It's like, you're busted. Don't pretend that you're not. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid. That's what bothered me. I think that bothered me more than the fact that I knew that text was not meant for me. Yeah, that bothered me. So, yeah, that was a quick, abrupt end to our relationship. And I said, well, now you're free to go spend every night with baby. You and baby can be very happy together because I will not, your schedule is clear. Your schedule is wide open from here on out. You and baby can have a good time. Whoever that is. Which I never found out. And I don't care who it was. I really don't. I don't care. You don't have to tell me. I just told you I don't care. Okay, I'm going to need you to open extra wide. I'm going into the back teeth. Now, don't try to talk when I'm doing this because your tongue is flopping around like a dying whale and I can't work. Some of us actually have to focus on our jobs occasionally and not just sit in our office with our feet up on our desk pretending to work. Trying to look busy occasionally when your boss happens to come by. I have to actually do stuff. When you have your own practice, you have to do things. You can't just depend on other people to do them for you. All right, we do have that problem area right there. That one. And you do have another little boo-boo right here. And again, so you haven't had x-rays. Okay, even without x-rays, I know that you need a filling right here. Yes, you do. You have a little cavity right there. I can show you if you don't trust me. I know how it is to not trust someone and want to know the truth for yourself. You don't have to tell me who it is. I already told you I don't care. Teresa. You mean Teresa. I should have known. Because I wondered about that. I noticed that the New Year's Eve, right before that, you guys were really huggy-kissy that night. You hugged her. I saw you give her several hugs. And at midnight, do you know who was looking at you? Yeah, I saw. You kissed me, but you were looking at her when you did it. It was very subtle, but don't think I didn't catch that. Teresa. Very interesting. So I guess you didn't get enough of her in high school. You have to go back to that. Does your little songbird neurosurgeon know about Teresa? Or, what is there to know? I mean, did you ever break it off with Teresa? It's none of my business. None of my business. But the fact that you won't answer is interesting. Right, so how well do you do with the potential of stabbing pain? Teresa. No, don't worry about it. I have just the thing for you. I am very good with my technique. You won't feel a thing, I promise. Okay. I'm going to get this one first. Are you ready? If you need to hang on to anything, you could just put your hand between your legs and squeeze. How about that? Now, I am a professional. Sometimes things just hurt. All right. Oh, this will be fine. This, well, I'm a bit of a renegade. I like to do things my own way. When I heard you were coming in today, I made sure to break out the special tools. Open wide. Oops, there you go. Ooh, I got it. Oh. There, that's it. Oh, it's beautiful. Here. Oh, I don't know where that blood came from. Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need a moment? Do you need a whoopee to hold on to? Oh, if only your girlfriend could see you now. You're so brave. You're being such a brave little soldier. Oh my goodness. Let's get the other side. I charged it up just for you. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at all that dust flying into the air. That's like dusty tooth. Oh, that's good work. I wish you could see that. Look, look. I'm going to bring the mirror down. Look. Look at it. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to pick around in there a little bit. You don't mind, do you? Oh, after all this time of wondering who baby was, I didn't expect to find that out today. Ooh, it is such a great day. Oops, did I touch a nerve? I am so sorry. I'm going to dig in this part too. We have to get it all cleaned out for the filling. So yeah, just to be clear, I think you didn't break up with me. So at least in this instance, you're not going to be going back and rewriting any history. Not today. Whew, much better. It actually feels really good to chat. I think this has been a wonderful experience. Now, I'm going to apply the new filling compound. So I need you to hold very still. I'm going to pack this in there. So how do you juggle it all? How do you find time to do all this? To see your girlfriend and anyone else in your life? Oh, of course she's the only girl in your life. Of course she is. I'm sure. Yeah, I thought I was too. So, what made you come here today? I mean, of all the places you could have gone, I mean, you don't have to stay in Camden to go to the dentist, You could have gone to, there are several in Nathanville. You could have gone to one in Mount Trace. What made you come here? It's closer to work. Yeah, I think you were just looking to sniff around and see what you could find here personally. I'm going to put the light on it. This is just a little purple light. It's going to cure that. Just a moment. Now, you're not going to feel anything from that. Sometimes you put things in your mouth and you don't even feel it. I don't have that problem anymore. You know how you have that 18-foot bass boat? Yeah. Jeffrey's is bigger. Okay. All right. Now close your mouth like this. How does that feel? It's going to feel a little odd right on that biting surface for a little bit, but you will get used to it. I'm going to make a note in your chart. Now, do you plan on staying here, or is this just too uncomfortable for you? You're going back to Dr. Benson because it's less uncomfortable? Okay, I don't appreciate that because I am a professional and I would never, ever make a patient feel uncomfortable. So, yes, Violet? He's fallen into the floor. Well, take the can of gas away from him. Give him something cold to drink. I'll be in there shortly, okay? Just, I would probably call his work and let him know he probably won't be back today. Yeah, just, you know the drill. Just, okay. So I guess we don't need to request your files if you're not going to stay with us. That's a shame. I mean, I've really enjoyed catching up with you today. It's just a shame that we won't get to do it anymore. Well, maybe I'll run into you at the Howling Frog while your frog howls. Maybe sometime. Yes, Jeffrey and I, we do like to go there on occasion. We meet with people there sometimes, and we go to the restaurant right across the street. Yeah, the French restaurant. That's right. Yeah, the one you could never afford to take me to. Yet I bet you've taken at least one of your girlfriends there, because in the beginning I know you love to impress initially, and then later it's like, what have you done for me lately? Janet Jackson sings for all of us in that song. How does it go? Now it seems your dancing feet are always on my couch. Good thing I cook or else we'd starve to death. Ain't that a shame? Well, I don't have that problem anymore. Jeffrey takes me out all the time. We travel. We get to go all over the country whenever I can get away. And I have been to so many amazing concerts. I have met so many people. I come back here, and this place just feels so small. I feel like I'm going to suffocate in this tiny town. Of course, I guess you're used to it because that's really all you've ever known. You've never really tried to go beyond this little tiny place. So I guess that's why Teresa looks so good to you. It's familiar, and you like comfortable and familiar. So, and I'm sure that your neurosurgeon girlfriend will never tire of that in all of her travels and cerebral endeavors. I'm sure she'll be very happy with you for a long time. Yes, she sure will. It's very sweet. Now, before you go, I guess we won't be scheduling any more appointments for you. Do you have your information for your insurance with the receptionist? Great. That's great. She can take care of the billing for you. And any amount that you owe, you can just come back later and make some lame excuse for why you can't pay it. You're good at that. I want to give you a toothbrush before you go, and I definitely recommend that you continue flossing with the Extra Comfort Dental Floss. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to put it in your little bag. I have a little plastic baggie here. It has my card in it. If you ever need any more dental services, if you need some relationship advice or anything at all, I mean, feel free to come back, because it was a pleasure working on you today. And I would love a chance to do it again sometime as we catch up. Don't lose that card. Just write some tramp's name on the back and you're sure to keep it. Now I'm going to give you some choices for toothbrushes. We have this one here that is a soft brush. This is the Slim Soft Ortho. Now this is for kids, so I thought it would be perfect for you. It's for those who haven't quite grown up yet. No? Okay. Maybe this is more your speed. How about a big pack of toothbrushes? Now, you can acquire these at Dollar Tree for $1, which is perfect for you because they're super cheap and one is missing. Kind of like every gift you ever gave me that was always chipped or broken or obviously regifted or already used. Because you had so little regard for me in our relationship. So I thought these would be perfect for you because you don't even get the entire pack. It's obviously been tampered with. Yes, I think I'm going to put this one in your bag now. Since you do have those great big old horse teeth, I have another one for you if you're interested. This is a new toothbrush that I picked up when I found out you were coming in today. Now this one is perfect for someone with giant teeth like yours. I think this would fit perfectly in your mouth. You can also use it for self-defense when needed. This won't fit in your little bag, but I can suggest where you can put it. It's a lovely green, kind of like your gums. Yes, I'm going to give you this one. You're going to have to carry it out though. And since you do have a special someone in your life, I don't want to leave her out. I want you to tell her I said hello, and I look forward to hearing her warble at the Howling Frog soon. Jeffrey and I will be right in the front row. If you'll just let me know when she's going to be there, I can't wait to hear the song that she destroys. This is for her. This way, you two can have matching brushes, and you can keep them in a little cup beside the sink, and you can act like you have a perfect, happy relationship. Look at them. They look so happy together, just like we did when I thought our relationship was wonderful, and then one day, it all just came crashing down. Just when I least expected it, because you always love to surprise me. So little Miss Goat Throat can use this one, and you can have the green one. And I can tell you both where to stick it. Well, all right, darling, I have a root canal to get to. It was wonderful to catch up with you. Violet, if you would take these, yeah, go ahead and take these, and if you would walk him out, I'm going to go ahead and scrub up. I'm going to get it cleaned up, and I'm going to get ready for the root canal, okay? Well, thank you so much for coming by. It was a real pleasure to work on you today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And tell that lovely girlfriend I said hello, whichever one you see next.